Right then, hello and welcome to the finale of Super Trucks on the Sony PlayStation 2. Now, the reason this is going to be the finale, originally I had planned to do a video for arcade mode and a video for Last One Standing. However, I've already gone through the arcade mode and that video was over an hour and a half, and the Last One Standing was going to be around about 2 hours long. So I decided I'm just going to show off a bit of arcade mode and a bit of Last One Standing so you can see the gist of what's going on, and then I will just call it a day because I don't really want to sit down for a collective video length of 3.5 hours just for, you know, what you've already seen. So I'm going to do a couple of races on arcade mode, and I'm going to do a couple of races on Last One Standing, which I've unlocked by completing arcade mode, which was a complete pain. So yeah, I'll just do a few races on each so you can get the gist of what's going on. And that'll be it. I'll call it a day. So I've got all the trucks now, at least, as you can see. So the last one that we unlocked was this one, Daya. Truck number 2, I think we'll use this one. Automatic, and keep it on race mode. So the gist of arcade mode is that there's 14 races. Each get progressively more difficult. The checkpoint timer gets more strict. And after 3 races, you go up a rank, so you need to finish 5th or above with the first 3 races, and after that it's 4th or above, so on and so forth, rinse and repeat. And again, the laps go up as well, so the races get progressively longer, and yeah, it was about an hour and a half, the video length that I'd recorded on this. And with Last One Standing, you start off with 4 trucks, you do 2 races, and then they add a truck. Of course, with each truck, they add a lap as well. So again, 14 races, the last one, all 10 trucks are there, and you have to do 9 laps. So that was going to be around about 2 hours, 2.5 hours in length. I don't think people are going to sit down for 2.5 hours to watch something they've already seen through the championship mode anyway. So, I'll do 2 races on arcade, and then I'll do 2 races on Last One Standing, and then I will call it a day, and that'll be Super Trucks Complete, which is bloody wonderful. So, another series complete, which would be great. Now, here we go then. Starting at the back. 2, 1, start, and go! So the checkpoint timer on the first couple of races on this, only 2 laps as well. Very lenient. They give you more than enough time. I think when I did the arcade mode, I had it up to 100 seconds at one stage. So, and I think I was leading a race at like 15-second interval. So yeah, the early stages of arcade mode, very easy. They give you a very large, full sense of security, thinking that, oh yeah, the rest of arcade mode must be easy as well, and it bloody well isn't. The last race took me 17 attempts, and that is because they give you just enough time to reach a checkpoint, and that is 28 seconds. The thing is that usually what they do is the time accumulates and it adds onto the next checkpoint, so you get a few seconds extra. Not on the last race. It is literally just 28 seconds the whole way around, so you reach a checkpoint just as it ticks over to 0 seconds. And yeah, I was losing my mind. It was just borderline unfair, so I didn't want to go through all that again. So yeah, that's why my decision is to just do a couple of races on arcade mode so you can see what it's like, and then do a couple of races on Last One Standing, so again you can see what it's like, without having to record 3.5 hours extra footage, where it's going to be around about 25 minutes instead. So it benefits me and my patience, and it benefits the viewer for a shorter video. So I know this series isn't the most popular anyway. I think it averages around about 50 views or so, but you know, there's someone out there who likes it at least. But yeah, I thought we'd call it a day. A nice short series, only 6 episodes long. So Yeah, bloody marvellous. So as you can see on the little mini-map, we have quite a substantial lead, up to 16 seconds already. So yeah, the first couple of races, they are so easy. But as soon as it gets to like the halfway point, then that's when things just get increasingly bad. There you go, up to 102 seconds. And what it is as well is that because there's 14 races, the races that you do are recycled twice. So you do this first batch of races, it finishes at Most and this, that and the other. And then you do them all over again, but it just gets harder and harder and harder. So again, I just didn't want to go through that. Not again. But there we go, that is race 1. We'll do the next race and then we'll call it a day for the arcade mode. And then we'll do a few races on last one standing or last man standing. And then that'll be it. And then I'll let the credits roll and we'll call it a day. So, Lausitz ring then for race 2. And then we'll win this one by, again, about 20 seconds. Okay, 2, 1. Start and go. Oh, crash into Albacete. He's not going to be pleased about that. Excuse-moi. Thank you. And there we go. We're just going to pull away. Slide it around the corners. So again, this race we should have well over 100 seconds on the checkpoint timer if we reach the checkpoints fast enough. Up to 81 seconds. Another thing as well, one thing that really annoyed me about when I did go through the arcade mode in full, is that this music that you hear, I turned it up just a little bit so you could hear it a little bit easier. But it sounds like a beep, and I kept thinking it was the actual timer itself, but there's no way to change the music track either. It is constantly just playing this song. It doesn't play anything else, and then when you go to the next race, it'll just play this one again. There's no option to change the randomness of the music tracks. It just constantly plays this one first, and that is so incredibly annoying. Ooh. And there we go, 101 seconds on the clock. That should increase a little bit more once we get to the next checkpoint. I would say around about 107, 108 seconds. Somewhere around there anyway. And yeah, 108 seconds. Bloody hell, that was a good guess from my end. Couple of corners to go. And there we go. So I'm going to call it a day for arcade mode after this race. So there we go, another victory. And we don't really have to worry about anything else. Where did Gerd finish? 9th. And Harry Lewis Starinen finished 7th. So Gerd, as always, not doing that great. Do I want to save the replay? Not really. No, we'll just end the race there. And we'll go back to the main menu and go on to last one standing. Now, I don't know if it's going to resume the playback or the actual series that I'd started before. Because, again, I'd done a full video of arcade mode. Again, it was an hour and a half long. So I started recording the last one standing, and I finished the first 7 races. And it was already an hour and 15 minutes in length. So that's when I decided, actually, I'm going to just scrap the arcade video, which I'd already rendered. It took 5 hours to render. It's already uploaded and scheduled, ready to go, but I'm going to delete that. I'm just going to upload this one instead. It'll be a lot shorter, a lot sweeter, and yeah, so we can continue the event. Cool, so yeah, this is race 8. So this is where I'd originally got to. So I'll do 2 races on this as well, and then call it a day. So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock to the system, because you don't realise how long these races take when you're recording, commentating, this, that, and the other. Because it just flies by, you know. And then when you look at the timer on OBS and it says 1 hour 15 minutes, I'm like, bloody hell. You know. Bit of a shock, but there you go. Anyway, for this series, I picked the pure white truck as well. So, off we go. 6 laps. Now, the good thing is that usually when you get a game mode like Last One Standing or Last Man Standing, and he's going to go around, crash into everybody, the truck or the car that is eliminated from the race, it usually just disappears and teleports back into the pits. That doesn't happen on this game. Nope, the trucks continue to trundle around the track at a very, you know, walking pace, pretty much. And they can get in the way. They can actually determine an outcome of a race, because sometimes the AI gets caught behind it, sometimes you get caught behind them. So yeah, it can actually change a result very, very quickly. Which is quite good, you know. I mean, with elimination races in real life, the cars wouldn't just disappear into the pits, would they? We don't have teleportation technology. Not at the moment, anyway. So it is nice that the trucks do continue to circulate around the track. Try and catch up to Antonio Albacete. Nope, stay off the dirt, please. Right, so who is going to be the first one eliminated? Have to wait until the last one crosses the start-finish line. I'm going to say Overbrink. Oh no, it was the mascot of the game himself, Mr. Harry Lewis Starinen. Oh, get off the dirt. I just have to try and catch up to Albacete. But you can see on the little mini-map, the truck that has been eliminated, his little orb, or blob, is a slightly lighter colour than the others. We've gone to more of a purple, Palmer Violet looking colour than the blue of the other drivers. And we will lap him. It doesn't take long to lap the other trucks in this race mode. Come on, catch up to Albacete for goodness sake. No, we are just out of his draft still. But yeah, you can see about my concern though. I mean, we're only halfway through this championship, right? So finish the first 7 races, still got 7 races to go, and already the lap count is at 6. So I don't know if it, you know, if it does increase because I haven't got that far, but I'm going to assume that the last 2 races are going to be a full grid of 10 trucks, and that means 9 laps per race. So, you know, you can do the math. It's going to be a long video if I continue to record, you know, the whole process of the last one standing. You don't actually unlock anything either. As far as I'm aware, you don't unlock anything new. I've already unlocked all the trucks. There's no bonus tracks. So yeah, what you see is what you get. Come on, catch up to Albacete already, for goodness sake. It's right, we are coming up to lap Harry. You can see his truck just on the front straight. So Albacete should get caught up on him. Oh. And Krutz Pointner has left the race. That sounds like someone in an online lobby who has just rage quit. Oh, he's left the race. Unfortunately, Harry didn't block Albacete, so we've still got a bit of work to do. Come on, catch up to him, for goodness sake. Oh, well, that is one way to get around that corner, I suppose. Just lose the rear end, that's fine. And again, that bloody music track, the beeping. Right, 2 to go. Who's going to be eliminated? It is Steve Parrish. He has been eliminated. Oh, Albacete's got caught up on whoever that is. I think that's Gerd, our old mate Gerd. Ah, tried to just clip him in the rear end there and just try and spin him out, but didn't quite work. That's right, we'll take him here. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, there we go. Job done. Oh, and he's taking him out as well. He did my job for me. Thank you very much. Now, I was thinking of doing another race of Last One Standing after this, but I'm looking at the total race time now, and we're already at 7.5 minutes. So, I think I'm just going to do the one event for Last One Standing, because I don't want to elongate the video more than it should, really. Again, you don't see anything new, it's just the same tracks that we've already raced on time and time again. The only difference is that drivers get eliminated. So Antonio Albacete, he led most of the race, and then he got taken out by myself and that chap behind. So he is not pleased, I would imagine. And then you've got Harry Lewis Starinen, who we are lapping for the second time. And that is pretty much all there is to say about this mode. Yeah, so we'll complete the race at just under 10 minutes. So I think that's plenty. And there we go. And we win. Marcus Boziger in the MAN. Fantastic. So yeah, Overbrink was second in the end. Antonio Albacete, Steve Parrish, Fritz Kreutzbeutner, Alan Ferte, and Harry Lewis Starinen. And there we go. So I'll save that replay anyway, just to have a gander at later. No, I don't want to overwrite that one. Oh yeah, I'll overwrite anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll show off the next race anyway. I think the opponents increase now, so it'll be 8 trucks on the grid, and that means 7 laps for the race. But I'm not going to go through it. So yeah, it's back to Nogaro. Last one standing, race 9. So yeah, the last one standing mode, bit anticlimactic to be honest. I thought it was going to be, you know, quick fire races, bam, 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 you're done. And no, not like that at all. Yep, so there you go, 8 trucks on the grid and 7 laps around the circuit. So yeah, I am not going to put you through all of that. We're just going to spin out Steve Parrish. Overbrink's going to go for a spin as well. I wonder if you can get disqualified by crashing into other trucks. I don't know, I've never actually tried it yet. Bloody will now though. We can catch up to them. I would assume so. You do get warnings on this mode. So I would drive backwards and crash into him head first, but then I would be the last truck and I'd be eliminated, so that defeats the whole object. So let's just drive full pelt. Well, Harry's got a warning. Ah, I thought I was going to get Albacete then. Get him again. No, it didn't quite work. Oh yeah, well, it kind of did. Come on. Oh well. How much damage did that do to mine? I've taken the front bumper off. I've done some suspension damage as well. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. That was last one standing and all it entails. So I don't have to worry about any of that. We'll leave the race, please. Yes. And that is it. That is Super Trucks on the PlayStation 2. Not really much in the way of replayability because of the lack of bonus content like tracks or other trucks as well. So again, what we've already seen through the championship mode is what we would have had to do again through arcade and last one standing. The only difference is by name only. So yeah, with that, I will let the credits roll. And I will leave it here for now. So thank you very much for watching this shorter series. And I will see you next time for something else. So thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.